Calgary's downtown core is reeling from the economic downturn, with plenty of office space available for lease and more development driving up the vacancy rate. It's also having an impact on city revenues, but what's being felt here may not be unique to just Calgary. Now, Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR joins us this morning to continue the conversation on this story. Good morning, Danielle. All right, so what are we seeing in some other areas then?
All right. Sorry, someone else was talking in my ear there, Tracy. I wasn't able to hear you just a second ago. So I'm talking today on to somebody who's written an article for Quillette magazine. And I think there's this notion on the part of a lot of city mayors that they can have this sort of urban renaissance. And what's happening is that it's not working out quite as they expected. They're not seeing the same type of people interested in living downtown. They're not seeing families moving downtown, and so it's not creating a diversity in downtown living, and as a result, you're ending up not being able to solve some of the social issues that happen. If you get social issues downtown, that drives families further out into the suburbs, and it's a real problem because if you don't have a vibrant downtown core, then it becomes a really difficult problem in trying to attract new business investment to your community, and we're seeing this in spades in Calgary. So the question is, what are the sort of the key factors that allow for a city to build that vibrancy? And we're going to look at it, see if there's some success stories, but also it's a bit of a cautionary tale as well, because it seems like we have a lot of examples around the world where once urban decline begins, it is very hard to turn it around.
Have there been any solutions offered in that article, in that write-up, Danielle?
Well, Richard Florida was one of the early pioneers of this notion of creative class and trying to get artists and artisans and sort of the cool kids to move downtown. But that's only one part of the problem. What you see now is that in some urban centers, if you've only got that cool class downtown, there's also a surging protest movement. We're seeing it in Hong Kong. We're seeing it. We saw it in Seattle. You see it in large urban centers whenever there is a protest against a government action, which again makes it less hospitable. So there has to be some effort to be made to make sure that you've got a far more diverse downtown. And I think that I don't know that there's a lot of examples yet of success. I think we're at a point of identifying the problem. Now, then we'll have to brainstorm what the solutions might be.
All right, sounds like an interesting conversation. Thanks so much, Danielle.
Thank you.
And you can listen to Danielle Smith today from 9:30 to 12:30.